Hey y'all, is anyone there? I'm doing a live without announcing it or planning it or anything. I needed a video for today and I'm trying to get used to doing more lives. So I am just gonna put my makeup on with you. If anyone comes, oh, hi, Diva. Hi, Diva. I'm glad that someone's out there. I think it's just you and me. Let's get started. Yay. Hi, Shannon. Hi, everyone. Okay, great. I'm glad that it's working. I'm gonna put my primer on. Just gonna be a simple get ready with me. But how good is this quality? Last time I did a live, which was the first time I've done a live. Hi everyone! Yay! I was just using my computer. I was just streaming with my computer. And so we were just testing it out and it was using the camera from my computer. And this time, Joe did it. He like plugged in the real camera. We have the lights. We're using my actual recording mic and it's all streaming through YouTube. So if the quality is spectacular on your end, as it is on my end, then type thank you, Joe, in the comments. Hi, everybody. It looks like a regular video, I know. I'm a little worried about sound because I was waiting for like a half an hour because I thought that someone was mowing their lawn next door or doing something and I was waiting for it to be over. And then I went to check and there are like all of these trucks on the street outside of their house and it's like sewer and water and like tree trimming and stuff. And so it might just be, we might just have that and I'm not going to be able to filter it out in post because we're live. Yes. Hi, Chad. Hi. Oh my gosh. Let's get into the meat of the stream. Exactly. That's so exciting. Yes, Marcia, I will be saving this live. That's the plan. It's today's video. I'm trying to post every day this month pretty much every day this month. And this is today's video. So you'll be able to watch it later if you want to. So I put on the VDL Lumilayer primer. And I'm going to open the advent calendar box for today. I've been saving everything. If you're not up to speed, I've been using the shell of the Yes Style advent calendar. My friend Julia filled it with makeup that I already owned. So I'm going through the process of opening a makeup advent calendar, but all the makeup that's inside it, it's not new to me. It's stuff that I've had for a while. And it's just fun to be reunited with it. So I've been saving everything in this box. Yesterday was the Kaleidos palette, and I ended up doing this big green eye look that I totally wouldn't have done yesterday. So I'm going to try to use the things. I'm continuing to use them. But I think today is day 9. Let's see what's in there. So the thing that's in the box for today, I have to use, and then I'll try to incorporate the other things as well. Okay. Day 9. Oh, this is great. It is the Ofra liquid lipstick from Samantha's collab. Great. It's like a very beautifully balanced kind of ideal color, just like a good old, beautiful nudie mauve. And I just don't reach for it very often because a lot of times when I get to the stage where I'm putting on my lip, I'm either going for something very, very unobtrusive or something statement. And this is kind of like in between. So this is great. This is like really spurring me to use something that I like a lot but don't use. All right, I'll put that in towards the end. I'm checking the chat. Hi, everyone. Yes, fellow Julia. I know so many Julias. My life is full of Julias. Mio, hi Mio. Do you all follow Mio? I'm gonna link their channel underneath the when this is done and we're all done. I'll link their channel so you guys can go and subscribe to Mio. Hi Anna. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be hard to. Yes, my video quality. So yeah, we were just talking about it. It's streaming through the camera. It's gonna be hard to focus on getting ready because all I want to do is read the chat and talk with you guys and interact with you. But I'm learning. I'm a total live stream noob, so forgive me if it's extremely clumsy. So we primed. Let's do a little bit of skin stuff because you know. So we'll do what I've been doing, which is just color corrector. You know the drill by now. Green color corrector. And actually, I'll show you what I often do when I'm like not on YouTube and I'm not going step by step and I'm kind of in a hurry and I don't have time, I do it all at once. And I actually don't think I've ever done this on camera. So I hit the reddest parts of my face with the color corrector, and that's including these like healing blemishes, this little forest of healing blemishes down there. And then I take the Erin's Faces one, which is the one that I love for its consistency and the nourishing quality of it. It's like skincare. And I put some pretty hefty stripes of it on the outside of my face. And then I take the Makeup Forever one, which is the very thin, bright, skin-like one, and I just dot it right in the center. And sometimes a tiny bit on my forehead, although my forehead doesn't really need makeup, but I'll put a little bit up there just to, you know, keep it all balanced. And then I just go in with the brush and blend it all together. And I'm gonna look at the chat while I'm doing that. Will Sadie have a cameo? I'm not sure, because we did leave the door cracked for her, because she's been, if she realizes that she can't just waltz in here when she wants to, she starts rattling the pocket doors. They have glass in them, and so they're very rattly. And you know, since we've left it cracked, probably she'll just sleep through the whole video in the other room and not come in. If we hadn't left it cracked, inevitably she would have been rattling the pocket doors and I would have had to get up and let her in. Yeah, Sarah says, I just finished reading Homegoing. It's so good. It's so good. Homegoing, it's one of the best novels to have been written within our lifetime, I think, by a living writer. I really think. Yeah, Joe has really been. So I was saying that Mio was just saying, well done on lighting and sound. Joe has been helping me set everything up. And yes, it's wonderful, but it's been a bit trying because he's helped me with the camera, with the sound. He's helping me with lighting and everything, just upgrading things. But the other thing that I was about to say like forcing me to do or making me do, but it's not quite that, because he's not forcing me. Like I agree that this needs to happen, but he's really been the one encouraging me not to continue procrastinating, switching from iMovie, which is what I've been using to edit my videos for 3 years, to Premiere, which is like a much more advanced editing program. And when we're using Premiere together, he'll be able to go into the video and do things that he knows how to do that I never even want to learn how to do, like really delicately balance the sound and clean it up and really optimize, and even the lighting and the white balance and all of that stuff. If we use Premiere, he'll be able to really make the videos look good. And I'm super excited for that, especially when it comes to like swatching. Like I'll be able to do really realistic swatches, which is something I've always wanted to be able to do. So in order for him to be on the team for actual editing, I have to switch to Premiere. And I also know that when I get used to it, then I'll be able to do more. It's much more precise. It'll be way better. But it's so hard to unlearn all of the like really quick like keyboard shortcuts and the muscle memory of using iMovie. And it's just because it's so much more advanced, it's much more complicated, and it's frustrating. And the flow of videos is so quick. You know what I mean? Like I'm always, even with just 3 videos a week, even in normal times, I'm always either planning a video, filming a video, or editing a video in every little spare empty moment in my day, all the time. Like that's the only way that you can get 3 videos up a week, let alone 1 video up every day, which is what I'm doing now. So we're in the middle of I'm trying to learn Premiere. I'm starting to try to edit on Premiere. If I can manage to like get it together, if I can really do it, then yesterday's video will actually be the last video on my channel ever to have been edited with iMovie. I'm currently in the middle of editing the one that's supposed to go up tomorrow. It's the black eyeshadow video, y'all. Long requested, how to use black eyeshadow. And it's like really frustrating and stuttery and stop and start. And I'm in here like clipping away, and then I'm like, Joe, how do you speed up a clip? Like, how do you do XYZ? And you know, if all goes well, then it will be up tomorrow and I'll have done it. And then slowly, hopefully my skills will catch up with me, and then we'll have transitioned. But that's why I'm doing this live right now, because I'm in the middle of this big transition and it's just hard to keep up. All right, I need to stop talking. Oh yes, and yeah, the temperamental economist and Sarah are talking about Joe editing, and that's another thing that I don't want to say he's promised, but when he gets integrated and he's happy with the workflow and everything, I think the chances of him editing more videos in the future in his special Joe way will increase dramatically. All right, it's time to put again, I'm like getting distracted by the chat. It's time to do something with my face. I'm going to conceal these blemishes just a little bit. And where is my favorite new baby? This is the Aaron's Faces concealer brush. If you saw that video, the video in which I played with it for the first time, you'll know that I used it to put on my concealer and then I immediately used it to put cream blush onto my eyelids. And I said that I was going to be sad the next time I went to do my concealer that it wasn't clean. And I actually washed it. Like the next day in the morning, I got up and washed it so that I could use it for concealer. And I have resisted using it for anything other than concealer since then, so that I can just keep using it for concealer because it's just so soft. So I've been using this end to apply the spot concealer, and then I use the bigger end to buff it out. And it's so nice and soft. Yes, Victoria says, I can almost hear the infamous meat from the time that Joe edited your video, the chaotic energy. And I'm sure he will use that same clip. Like it'll probably be his signature. If he doesn't, everyone will be clamoring for it. So that's it. I'm stopping there. They're not completely concealed, but who cares? And I am just trying to do my daily makeup. I'm actually not even sure I will have time to film today after I finish this live. So this might just be makeup that I'm doing to hang out with the baby and you know, feed her a snack after she wakes up from her nap. Like I think that that's probably what this face is going to be for. And for you right now, you're on camera. So it really doesn't have to be a lot. And I'm actually glad that it wasn't eye makeup that was in the advent calendar today, because I don't really want to put an eye look on. I had I had the blue eye look on 2 days ago. That was the one when I duped the vibes of the Lunar Beauty palette. And then I had the green one on yesterday, and my eyes had kind of had it by the end of the day. But I'm going to do my brows. Spraying with the soap. Gunking up with the spoolie. That's the kind of thing I would usually cut out of the video. You know, I kind of like doing a fierce pasted down brow when I'm not planning to put on any eye makeup, like really etched on or sketched on laminated brow and just mascara. So I'm going to do that today, but kind of like the quick version. Oh, it's a couple people asked what time it is. It's about 1:15 for me in the afternoon. Oh yeah, that was a lot of soap gunk. I got carried away. Shannon's asking if I would do a story time about grad school or a story time about my theater days. I do have dreams of doing story time. And you know what? I'll tell you this. I imagine Joe would be a good editor for story time. I think that in the back of my mind, I am sort of waiting to start filming story time videos until Joe is editing regularly my videos. And I feel like when he gets in the groove of editing, I could do sort of a regular get ready with me story time and he could edit it. I just feel like that would be like the perfect storm. I feel like those would be some really funny videos. Hi from North Carolina. I'm getting ready while you get unready, Rachel. I love that. Oh, yes. Somebody has asked the burning question. Are you planning to do some poetry related content? And without giving too much of a spoiler, here's what I'll say. Am I ever? Am I ever planning to do some poetry related content in the new year? I am. A video on how I did my makeup for tango. That's a really good, that's a I don't know, it's a funny question because I feel like the real my my really most full tango days, like the spate of years during which I was really dancing pretty much literally every day. Like there were some years there, 3 or 4 years in a row when I would say I pretty much went 365 days without taking a break from dancing tango. And on almost every one of those days, I was actually going out to an event at night and dancing every year. And that was before I had discovered YouTube. And so it would also, if I did a video about how I did my makeup for tango, it would also be a video about how I did my makeup back in the day. You know, it would be like my equivalent of like how I did my makeup in high school. Because how I did my makeup in high school is that I didn't wear makeup in high school. I was ashamed to look like I was trying when I was in high school. And then my like my makeup high school was the tango days. So I could do that. I just had this one Too Faced palette and I like panned it 3 times in a row, doing the same 3 or 4 smoky eyes every night, every night of the year to go dancing. Hi from Belgium. That's so exciting. Yes. Hi, Momo Kitty. Yes, I am excited to be live. How I would do a full tango look today, that would probably be a different video because I do have not only different ideas about what would look good in that setting, low light basically is what it is, at low light and from a distance, but also what would be the most bulletproof and last, because when you're dancing, you're pressing your face against other people's cheeks and tops of their bald heads and, you know, pressing your face up against their scratchy beards or their shirts or, you know, I mean, your face is touching other people. And so you can't really cake it on. All right, what next? Okay, let's do, here's what I'll do. I'll do my mascara because I think for blush, I'm going to use the M Cosmetics Color Drop Serum Blush. This was in the advent calendar a couple of days ago. Sometimes at this stage I do blush because I want to draw my blush up over my eyes. Like I'll do a wash. If I'm not planning to wear eye makeup, I'll go in with blush and I'll put a little bit of that blush on my eyes is what I'm trying to say. But I find that the M Cosmetics Color Drop Serum blushes don't really wear well on the eyes. They're just a little bit too skincare-y, a little bit too dewy. So for this look, I'm going to leave my lids completely bare. Just throw on some mascara. I'll use the one that was in the advent calendar. It's the Pat McGrath Dark Star. And then we'll move on to cheeks and lips. And that's kind of it. That's kind of it. That's what I do most days when I'm not going to be filming a video. First time catching me live. It's only the second time I've ever been live. So you're 1 for 2 over there. It's great. Another Julia, one of my many Julias, asks, have you ever tried doing your makeup like Angie? So Angie, when she was in Los Angeles last, came over and did my makeup. That was like one of our collabs. And so it would be really interesting, I think, having had that experience to try to replicate a look of hers or to just do like an Angie inspired look, because I know how it feels to have her do makeup on me. And I think I would probably do it with a different kind of hand. Like I would do it in a different way, physically, different touch, maybe even different techniques, but with the goal of achieving the same look. And that would be really interesting. It'd be interesting to work through that and then to talk about that. And I do think that that's a very good idea. Another idea that I've had kind of adjacent to that, although not entirely, is to try to put myself in like a very extreme drag. So that would maybe be two different versions of the same type of challenge. One would be like the happy clown. That would be like Angie's, trying to do happy clown makeup on myself. And then another would be to do like lady drag on myself. So maybe even imitating someone like Trixie, like someone who really has a very, very strong graphic drag aesthetic. And I think to me, the biggest difference there, in the two big things make a difference, would make it drag makeup to me. One would be extreme contouring, which is something that I don't do. And the other would be pasting down my eyebrows and drawing on new eyebrows. And maybe I could even get a wig. That's like, it's the kind of video, sometimes I have these video ideas that I think about, but I never really act on them for a long time. So this idea of doing a drag makeup video, it's one that I think about in the shower like twice a week. I'll be showering and I'm like, maybe I should do that drag makeup video. And then I'm like, huh. And then I never think about it in my daily life, and I never really act on it, except for now. I just thought about it. I'm seeing people seem, and Angie and Hannah collab for 2020. I know. I mean, we did do a collab when we got together, but maybe I should talk to her. Maybe we should do some kind of collab where we like trade makeup looks. I wonder if she'd be willing to do that. She could tell me what she wants me to do, what kind of look she wants me to do, and I could try to do it, and I could tell her what kind of look I want her to do and like pick her products for her or something, and then she could do it. That'd be a great collab. I'd be like neutrals, mwahaha, the neutrals goblin. Neutrals and glitter, mwahaha. All right, this mascara, I said this the last time I used it on camera, but it's actually it's almost like it's getting more intense every time. It's just getting very goopy. And one of you in that video said that on the comment said that you saw me pumping it and you thought that might be what was drying it out. But actually, I don't usually pump my mascara. I'm just doing it with this one because it's gotten so dry and sticky, and it feels like there's no other way. Like it's hard to get enough on the brush. Maybe it's just done. Maybe it just had a short life. Right, now we're getting to the point where it's starting to deposit. There's so much on my lashes that it's starting to deposit those little, like, you know how sometimes if you just keep going and going, it starts to deposit little buds, little like tree buds of product on the tips of your lashes. I love that, but it's also how I know that it's probably time to stop. Right, I think I'm just gonna leave it on my upper lashes and kind of pinch it off of my lower lashes, because isn't this riveting live content? Me pinching the little bits of mascara off of my lower lashes in silence and making this face. All right, any more questions? A Crystal Method style clown look. Oh my gosh, I would love to do that. I feel like if I'm gonna do it right though, I have to get a wig. I feel like I need to get like a wig and do some sharp clown contouring, paste down my like, there's two ways to do it. One is that I could be like, I'm doing a drag inspired look just with my own makeup, with my own tools, and kind of like doing the drag queen version of what I do. And the other way to do it would be to like get some actual drag stuff and put myself in drag. So I'll keep thinking about it. Okay. Yes, people commenting on the video quality. You have Joe to thank. I am really grateful. I am also such a pain in the butt it is a pain in the butt for him to help me to learn new systems, like complicated systems. My first instinct is to be like, it's fine, like it's working. The way that we have it is working. And you know, it is one of these things where our personalities clash a little bit because he loves the complicated stuff. So he loves to be like, here are the 10 ways that you could edit this one clip, and here are all the options that you have. He loves just like going through them, and he gathers all those little options together, like like a little handful of jewels, and he just loves having them at his fingertips, and he wants to tell me about them. And I'm like, just tell me like the one way to do it, and I'll do it that way. I just want the way that works the best, and I don't want like all of those extra things floating around. So when we go through this process, it's always a little bit of growing pains and a little bit of tension because we just have different styles. And then ultimately, I'm so grateful. It's the outcome, like this crystal clear quality, the fact that I'm able to live stream using my own microphone. It's that the outcome, the goal that keeps me going and that like makes me sit through all of his tutorials and his like ways of telling me how to do things, because I might have been able to get here eventually on my own, but I don't know if I would have for a long time, because I would have just been reluctant to take energy away from the production of the videos, like the planning of them, the filming of them, the execution, the way that I was doing it. I had to scale back a little. I've had to move energy over to updating stuff, and I don't like that feeling because I just want to produce. I just want to be productive. So I don't know if I would ever have like brought myself to do it if he hadn't encouraged me to do it. So thank you, Joe, in 1,000 ways. Chad asks, is he a Libra or a Virgo? I'll tell you. He's a Scorpio. He just yelled, "You're welcome," from the kitchen. He's a Scorpio. He is like the Scorpio of the world, and I'm the Pisces of the world. And so I'm a little fish and he's a little scorpion, but at least we're both water signs. That's why it works, according to the people. I don't really know. That's just what the people tell me. Ooh, this is a good idea. Walking us through your bronze eyeshadows in an overhead video. That's a great idea. And I'm extremely flattered, but also find it humorous that you think I have already pinned down the video ideas for this month. Oh, no, I have not. Yes.
I just want to let you know, I'm not spying on you. I just was checking the video quality and watching the live feed just now while I'm making a sandwich.
Oh, thank you.
So I can't hear you from the other room.
Thank you. Well, everyone can hear you on the live. Joe was just telling me that because he yelled thank you when I was talking about his help. He came to tell me that he wasn't eavesdropping from the other room, but rather that he was watching the live. And that's how he found out, because he knows that I don't like it when I'm filming and I can tell that people are listening from the other room. It makes me nervous. Did you see how I struggled to drop the serum color drop? That's every time it happens. Every time. I was squeezing it out and nothing was coming out. Every time. What were we just talking about? Oh, the overhead. Yes, I would love to do the overhead video with bronze eyeshadows. It's a great idea. And no, I have no, I mean, I do have a number of videos that I would like to do this month, but I don't have everything planned out. Not at all. It's like, we're like deciding on tomorrow's video tomorrow over here, if you know what I mean. Because again, all my energy is going to learning how to use Premiere, which I call Final Cut Butt. I've been calling it Final Cut Butt because it's not Final Cut Pro, but somehow Final Cut Pro like lodged in my brain as like the advanced editing software. So Joe's like, we got to get you using, and I'm like, Final Cut Butt. And he's like, it's called Premiere. That's how it's been over here. Hi, April. Hi. Sorry, I know you are seeing me here, but I have the live chat here. So I keep saying hi to people in the chats, but hi, April. Hi, I'm glad you're here. All right, I'm gonna keep blending this out before it dries in this clown position. This is Rose Milk. It's the one that I feel like the other two that I kept. One is the pink one, Pink Nectar, and the other one's Venetian Rose. And I said that this one was this one's at the bottom of the list. And so if I'm gonna give one of the three away, it's gonna be this one. I think I really am gonna give it away because, I mean, I do like that it's less impactful than the others, but I feel like if I use this Color Drop Serum blush, then I want a certain level of like sunburned, shiny skin impact. And so when I use it, I always inevitably feel like it's not giving me the impact that I want. So I think I'm glad that it was in the advent calendar because it's helped, because otherwise I would just not be using it. I would be using the other ones instead. Being forced to use it is helping me decide. And if it hadn't been in the advent calendar, it might have been, you know, a year before I actually came around to making that decision. But I think I've made it. I think I've made it just now. It does look, I mean, it does look fresh. It does look good. But I'm not going to do this, but I'm feeling tempted to get up and get one of the other colors, one of the deeper colors that I have, and add it in. And knowing that I want to do that is making me realize that maybe I should just keep those ones and not this one. I also think putting a whole bunch on the tip of the nose, I know a lot of people think that that looks dumb, but I feel like it's part of what makes it look so fresh. It's so fun to see you guys in the chat and be here together. Okay, I'm going to put on the liquid lipstick. And this is going to be interesting because it's a pretty light look, as you can see. And the liquid lipstick is going to add, I think, a wearable color for me, but a pretty clean shape of it, like a pretty clean application, which isn't what I usually do on my lips. So it'll be interesting. It'll be statement kind of in a different way, in shape maybe rather than color. This is also the most awkward part of the live, because I can't talk to you while I'm putting on lip product. I'm reading the chat though. But also I can't really read the chat and I feel like I'm going to be reading the chat and then like, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I'm like, talk amongst yourselves, talk amongst yourselves. Although, you know, I had forgotten, sorry, I know it's not even yet. I had forgotten that with the Ofra liquid lips, you can get kind of a soft line, actually. They don't really dry down hard like some liquid lipsticks do. Oh, someone just asked, is super chat disabled? I might have never enabled it. I might not even, I don't know. I'll look into it for next time. So I'm just using the brush that I used for concealer. I didn't put more concealer on it. I'm just using it to soften the lip line. And there is a little bit of residue of concealer on it. And so it is helping to kind of blend into the color of my skin. But it's not as though it's applying concealer. Ever so softly. And also using it to kind of overline underneath. Like now there's a little bit of a mix of lipstick and concealer on this brush. So I'm sort of dragging that along like the rim of the lip, the underside of the rim of the lip. Even though I don't have lips that stick out that much, it's like there's still this little underside of the lip that I can kind of catch with it. And so it adds both a little bit of overlining and a little bit of shadow. And that is one of the things that can help the lips look a little bit more shapely than they are naturally. Man, this is the kind of thing that I would sit here and just do and totally indulge in, you know, for as much time as it took to feel like it's good. if I was just by myself during the morning getting ready or makeup playtime. But here on the live, I'm like sweating bullets over here because I'm like, how long is this going to take? I'm just sitting here doing this and people are watching and I'm not talking. It's so awkward. But I'm done. We're done. Can I put my mole back on? I don't think I have anything over here to put my mole back on. So that's it. But let's stay on for like 4 more minutes. I was going to try to be live for half an hour. Oh, wait, we spent 35 minutes. I started a little bit before 1. Let's stay on for 3 more minutes. Okay. We'll do. Oh, someone asked, is this the Anna Sui hand mirror? It is not. Where did this come from? I think that this came from, I remember it came from the Korean spa near where I used to live in downtown. It was like what was it called? Louise Spa. It's like a big 3-story Korean spa. I had been looking for something like this for my channel for a long time, and I had been eyeing the Anna Sui one on Beautylish for a long time. In fact, I think that Anna Sui hand mirror was on my Christmas wish list 2 years in a row. The gardener's next door of that's like a guy leaf blowing out there. Sorry. 2 years in a row, it was on my Christmas wish list and I didn't receive it for Christmas. And finally, towards the end of last year, I was like, this is like YouTube channel equipment because my other mirror has a mirror on the back of it. So if I hold it up to do my makeup when I'm on camera like this, it reflects the lights back. And I was really running into that. I was like, I need a little one so that it doesn't obscure too much of my face. And I need one that doesn't have a reflective back. And I found this at it was like the part of the spa where they sell face masks and stuff. I saw it and it was just a couple of dollars, but I think it is literally exactly the same one that Anna Sui sells. Like I looked it up on Beautylish and I think that it's the same mold, same everything. I think it's the same. And the Anna Sui one is just branded and being sold for $25 or something. And I bet that means that this one's available like on YesStyle or Amazon or something. I'll try to find a link if I can when I'm filling out the description box after this is saved to my channel. Brittany's asking if I would run like a writing group, some sort of low stress writing group. And again, I'll say something's coming. So I think something's coming that will serve some part of that desire. So keep an eye out. 2021, something's coming. Oh, yes. Lenka says, I like your fashion videos and I would love to see a style journey video and to see me talk about what inspires my fashion choices. I love doing the fashion content and I am trying to incorporate more. It's interesting though. I think on the back end, I think that looking at my statistics, how things are going, I can see that there's only sort of like a distinct portion of my beauty content viewers who care about the fashion content. So it's a matter of kind of slowly building more viewership, like bringing people to the channel who want to watch that kind of thing. So I've just been like slowly and steadily incorporating it, not stressing out too much about it, not really, not really worrying if it doesn't perform as well. But I want to give people what they want to see. So I feel like it has to be like a slow roll so that it continues to be integrated into everything. But yeah, the idea of doing like a fashion journey or fashion content or fashion like history style evolution video is fun, but also a little bit stressful because I've been through so many, I feel like, awkward phases. And I was really a late bloomer in a lot of ways to do with that. So I'll think about it. But yeah, but there will be more fashion content coming. The other thing that's hard about it is it requires very different setup. Like it's really hard to get a head to toe shot, and to get a head to toe shot and to have it mic'd well is a very different challenge than getting like a good talking heads shot like the one we have framed up here. So that's another reason that it's kind of been slow and steady, because if I filmed a whole bunch of them all at once right now, then they would probably all be low quality in one way or another. So it's like a lot of trial and error with that. Fashion and home stuff. Yeah. It's true. We've all been through awkward phases. I'm arguably still in one, says Julia. Yeah, probably me too. I mean, I think that that's kind of the question, isn't it? Like, was it really an awkward phase, or is it just that because I've now moved on from it, it feels awkward to me because I've evolved into doing something different? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like it was an awkward phase at the time. So what does that even mean? Like, what are we saying when we say that? I think we just kind of mean I don't do it that way anymore, or I've developed a more kind of like a more nuanced sense of style, and I'm functioning with that now, and I didn't used to have that. But then you think about all the other people in the world who are looking at you and potentially assessing you. They all have a sense of style that's nuanced in different ways from each other and different from you. So like, what does it even mean? You know what I mean? It's so subjective. It's so abstract, not really something to stress out about. And yet I think that thing is what is holding me back from filming some sort of style retrospective. Yeah, exactly, Elsie. She says, I just think any retrospective on your own life, this is true, not just style, but any retrospective feels awkward because you see the faults and flaws and then blow them up. Yeah, no, true. So maybe I should try to film a video like that, but without making such a big deal. I've also thought about doing a video that's like the 10 worst makeup looks that I've ever worn on camera and why I don't regret them. Because I haven't been doing makeup that long compared to the length of my 35 years on Earth and compared to a lot of other people who are on YouTube. And so I feel like my skills have been evolving as I've been on YouTube these past 3 years. And there's been a lot of trial and error. There are a lot of times when I was like, I'm going to film today. And then I sat down and I was like, I'm going to put glitter up to here for fun and see how it looks. And then I filmed the video and then I started editing the footage and I was like, it looks bad. But then I had to post the video anyway because I wasn't going to scrap an entire video of content just because I had experimented with my makeup that day. And there are a lot of videos still. I mean, I'm still doing that from time to time. There are a lot of videos out there on YouTube that I didn't sit down to film because I felt like I had done a surefire good thing with my makeup. I sat down to film because it was time to film. And so you've seen me through all of these funny decisions and weird looks, and sometimes I feel like I really knocked it out of the park, and sometimes I polish myself up and I'm like, I'm going to look amazing today. I'm going to do all the things that I know to do to make myself look as good on camera as I can so I can be really confident. Sometimes I do that, but sometimes I do the other thing. Sometimes I'm like, I'm just going to make it up today. And if I look bad, then I just look bad or weird or experimental or whatever. And I think it would be interesting to go back through those looks and kind of call them out, pick them out, and explain what I was trying to do and explain why I think that it didn't go as well as I would have liked for it to go, and then explain maybe what I would do to change it if I were to do it over again. I feel like that could make a good video. All right, I think it's time. Oh, you know what? It actually really is time for me to go because I'm about to be on baby duty. My next shift is about to start with one of my other responsibilities. So this is it. And we've been live for about 45 minutes, that was my goal. Y'all, this is fun. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for watching. I feel like it's worked, right? Like the sound, the footage, you could see me applying the makeup. This lip is much more cool toned than I remembered. And I really like that. I actually feel like on my skin tone, with this very simple look, it actually looks a little bit grungy. And I didn't remember it that way. So that's really exciting. Good job, Samantha. I'm really glad it was in the advent calendar. And yeah, I feel like this'll do, pig. This'll do. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thanks for chatting with me. Sorry I couldn't read absolutely every chat. Well, because I was like putting mascara on. But I'll do this again. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully, if everything goes well with the editing, with the instructional video about how to use black eyeshadow. It's very detailed. It's very close up. It's very long. And hopefully it'll be very well edited using Final Cut. But and I'll see you again. I'll come back for another live maybe next week. If you have ideas about what you'd like me to do live next time, let me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know what I'm going to say? Don't forget to take extra good care of yourself today for the rest of the day so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.